Hello everyone, MUFS here to welcome you to the 60th episode of Starfield. In the last episode we came over here in this military area in search for the ComSpike. We were supposed to steal it, and yeah, we are gonna do that. Data access computer, do we have beta project approvals? ComSpike UC86. Dr. Gabriel Vogel. Same thing? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know you, Winston. You sure you have clearance?
Yeah.
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new?
Nope. I'm not new. Don't look at me. That should do. There is a great stick I can take. Records, office computer. Let's open the door. Okay, what else do we have? No, I don't want to close the door. Records office. DGP I'll take. Sealant I'll take. Am I going the right way? Hope so.
Stop right there, Ensign. All right, Ensign. Why aren't you at your post? Who's your commanding officer? Only authorized personnel are allowed here.
I report directly to Commander Natara.
Only senior officers report to the commander. Something doesn't seem right.
There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there?
Yeah, I hope so.
Thank you.
Fine. I'll let you go, Ensign. But as soon as you're done with your task, you should return to your post.
That's good to know. That means I shouldn't be here. Okay. Let me get on my own way. Okay. Yeah, I did check the projects. ComSpike. Project lead and permission. Project lead is Dr. Gabriel Vogel. All inquiries regarding the ComSpike should be routed through him. All the matters should be directed to Commander Natara or the highest ranking officer on station. Security and permissions, rank security clearance NC plus. Additional security requirements, code clearance. Note, level 4 clearance should only be accessed with commander approval. Security clearance. Engineering Bay 4 elevator clearance granted. Please report to Dr. Gabriel Vogel for further guidance. ComSpike proposal. The goal of project UC86 ComSpike is to create a highly sensitive receiver capable of picking up communication signals and decrypting them on the spot. Signal range would be star system wide at a minimum of 50 AU. The receiver would be strong enough to pick up traces of frequencies potentially weakened by distance, atmosphere, or gravitational field. Decryption software would be smart enough to both decrypt any signal within nanoseconds and propose any missing or corrupt data. Benefits: distress signals become easy to locate and interpret. UC security could detect hostile frequencies before they become a threat. Hostile embedded messaging could be easily exposed. Communications across the system are greatly increased with few delays. Project approvals: 0102-2330 Phase 1 construction approval from engineering before 0813-2329 development assigned to SY 920 0624-2329 project approved. Approving officer Commander Stephen Woods 0402-2329 project UC 86 received. Okay, so
How are the tests for the ComSpike going?
Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an accident.
Always something with that doctor.
Not to change the subject, but...
came
are
through
you
here.
concerned about the potential
I
leaks?
put this.
No. Until you can provide more substantial proof, things can be monitored.
I put my keycard in over here. Remember? Come on, Barrett. Okay, so why do I have to locate the ComSpike and find an intercom? Speak to one. Locate the ComSpike.
Yu here. Cargo's almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly.
Wait, are you really leaving?
It's nothing you've done. You've managed to get through the entire station without raising a single alarm. But the longer I stick around, the more people ask questions. And that's before they find out what you've been up to.
But I'm your cargo.
You are, and I've delivered you just as Delgado asked. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that.
Any parting advice?
I don't know what you're after, but my guess is you're looking for a scientist. It might even help if you pick up a lab coat and use it to blend in.
I've made it this far, I can sneak my way off.
You've made it this far without engaging in combat. I trust you'll have no issues moving further. It was an honor to work with a true professional. Good luck. If you make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
Sure. Okay, so Barrett,
What's new?
I
Go ahead,
have
will you?
that lab coat now. Oh. No, I cannot. Woo! That was a close one. Locate the ComSpike. The ComSpike is in downstairs, I believe. Project Archangel supplementary proposal: hydrogen-based grav drive technology for prototype ships. Funding funds would most likely come from UC military defense prototyping budget, but potential civilian application could draw grants from interested corporate parties. Engineer bandwidth: this would likely be a protracted endeavor, but the potential rewards would far exceed the cost. Would be far more predictable than quantum travel, both from a technical and cost perspective. Transfer of Archangel pilot. I'm requesting a transfer of the pilot Alex Wong, codename Archangel Azrael, over to the UC Vigilance due to the accident on the project that killed two of his peers. He is in no mental state to continue, and we will need replacement pilots for both Project Archangel and ComSpike. Until these new pilots are vetted, test flights will be divided up amongst the remaining roster of available testers. Leads will need to provide the pilots with the code to bypass the checkpoint. Project Archangel. Your project does indeed sound promising, Dr. Ram. Make your instincts your compass, and they will always point to the true north. Unfortunately, I cannot commit my time or heart to something new at the moment. Moreover, I feel my presence would only hurt your chances in acquiring math's stamp of approval. The number of hurdles Project XNN encountered with procuring the specimens I required, both in terms of hazardous terrain and the political nonsense that accompanies any deep space mission, as well as Commander Wood's involvement in my projects, make them a third rail. As such, it is in your best interest to make your proposal free of baggage that comes with my name. Budget cuts. Once more, I'm sending a reminder to all departments that we are doing extensive budget cuts as part of the internal audit into Commander Wood's tenure here. Most existing projects will be allowed to continue provided a realistic roadmap to completion has been submitted. Going forward, all new projects will have much stricter requirements for approval. A checklist for meeting these criteria will be supplied as part of your weekly briefings. Dr. Vogel. Sandra, I'm not sure what to make of Dr. Vogel's request delivered on a paper napkin to turn his laboratory into a non-Euclidean space. He said you would know the details, but somehow I doubt that. As much as I love the ComSpike projects from an intellectual standpoint, I miss working with you and Dr. Ames. I'm hoping Project Cloudstrike can get greenlit and we can get the band back together. Should I just take this to Commander Natara? I have never met her before, but I feel like my concerns are valid. At times, Dr. Vogel doesn't seem like he is all there. And yes, Sandra, that there typo was unintentional, but I'm keeping it. And I was about to say there. Okay, so.
Hey,
Hey. Should I unlock?
Perfect.
For 76 credits.
The engineers and scientists here have a bit of a rivalry.
so, what's this big project you're working on?
Well, I can tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Really? Couldn't you just trust me?
No? Right out the airlock you'd go. But I'd try my best not to enjoy it.
Okay. So now how can I go? Let's go downstairs and find out. Mercenary spacesuit. That's way too heavy. Otherwise, it was good.
I've heard the team is looking
Pod.
for more test pilots.
Yes, we have experience flying.
Intercepting transponder data in the HOTAS system might be promising. According to autocorrelation models, results in risk increased by a magnitude of 2.
Dr.
But
Gabriel
we won't tell Commander
Vogel.
Natar. What she doesn't know won't kill her. Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign?
I'm doing a routine checkup of the ComSpike. I need access to the device.
Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the ComSpike isn't a device, it's a module. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology.
Yeah. The ComSpike is a ship module?
Well, yes. In the same way the Almagest is a book on constellations and a supernova is an explosion in space. The greatest scientific minds the UC has to offer did not congregate to this station to build just a module. The brightest engineers in the settled systems did not get transferred to this station to build just a module.
So what you're saying is it's a ship module, just a very complicated one.
Yes, but I feel that's being reductive, which is an affront to the work we've put in.
Decryption on that level has vast military applications. No wonder the UC is interested in it.
Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure.
I'd be a good pilot. I love adventure.
Yes, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters, particularly when the destination is death. But don't worry. We've corrected the problem with the ship's life support systems, and statistical models show a failure rate of less than 2%. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST.
If things go wrong, I handle space pretty well, so I'm the perfect test pilot.
You do seem to have increased resistance to hypoxia. I can tell by your breathing patterns and your cavalier attitude. We need to get you on the next test flight immediately.
Sign me
You'll
in.
need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Natara's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
Sure. ComSpike project. Status. Version 3.7 complete. flight inspection passed, hull integrity passed, life support functions passed. Updates. The UC-86 ComSpike prototype ship has been cleared for the next round of testing. Your ship has been moved to docking bay 8 to be prepped for flight. Park recommended precaution. Access to the ship is restricted to authorized test pilots. All pilots will be required to pass through the security checkpoint and confirm their test flight number. Urgent, pilots needed. Commander, the fact that I'm writing to you at all and not relaying this through the usual mediums should speak to the urgency of the situation. In short, we need pilots and we need them now. I'm aware that we are understaffed and that has slowed the process of recruiting new pilots. I'm also aware that operational secrecy requires background checks and non-disclosure agreements and a stack of paperwork that would extend from here to mast. Let me remind you, however, that the importance of the project is such that any delays could cause irreparable harm. That is why I'm proposing an alternative solution. We have many soldiers on this station, some of whom you personally have brought on and deemed to be trustworthy Marines of high moral character. And I take it a good share of these intrepid souls have flown a ship or two in their lifetime. Which brings me to the point, for the ComSpike, we don't need ace pilots to gather the necessary flight data. Would it not make sense to use who we have here? That is why he was very eager to get me into the flight, right? Spacesuit I don't need. Eubanks and Woods,
Can
evidence.
you talk to the commander? Get me reinstated?
Natara's doing you a favor, Marcine. Would you have preferred a court-martial? Dishonorable discharge? Because all of that was on the table.
I would have preferred things to remain as they were, so I made a mistake. But my work on the ComSpike
Was and is irrelevant. Dr. Vogel will do just fine without you. Besides, we both know the only reason you were on that project was to bloat the budget so we could embezzle the creds. And to that end, your share of the funds should be transferred to your Gal Bank account shortly.
What am I supposed to even say to that? Those funds are the reason I don't have a job.
You could start by saying thank you. Hell, I even warned you not to poke the bear. Commander Natara being the Ursine predator in this analogy.
Aaron was right. I should have never hit send.
Yeah, you screwed up. Royally. But you can protect Dr. Gong and all the King's subjects by keeping your mouth shut from now on.
Yeah.
Hey, you want my advice? On some planet at the edge of the galaxy where you can relax for a bit. Lean back. Really dig your feet in the sand. Just get your mind off all this. Oh, and stop with the sad puppy dog face, too. Makes you look guilty.
And what kind of face am I supposed to have?
The face of someone who got away with it.
Man. These thieves, they're never happy.
Looks fine.
Huh. I don't
Now
need it,
why
but
this was locked.
these are the same thing, right? Okay, let's find the suit I need. Prototype. Pilot uniform. Let's get the pilot uniform first. Let's put it on. Barrett. Where are you, Barrett?
Do you need something? Let's see if I... All righty.
Pilot.
Yes, pilot. As usual, I'm sorry that I am going through everything, but you know, how's that given me some evidences and all. You'll have to go through everything. Credits. See what I mean?
That's why 920 Marines are handpicked. To maintain op security, most of us here won't work another assignment.
Yeah, I know, right?
Reporting for duty, pilot?
Nope. Nope, not over here. I want to go
It's tough
to...
not seeing any action, but securing a station like this is pretty important.
Why am I going through that? I need to go. I want to go through the proper channel. Let's go.
Reporting for duty, pilot?
Yes, sir. I've got a test flight coming up. I'm expected. Dr. Vogel gave the approval.
Another test flight, huh? Pilots are braver than me. You're clear to pass. Don't forget to schedule the flight in the control center.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Is it me or does the station seem busy?
We've got word of some suspicious behavior on the station.
Well, I haven't seen anyone suspicious.
they have got many things over here. Let's look for breadsticks, digipicks, and whatnot.
Yes?
Nothing, my dear. I'm just looking around. No rare or epic items though, which I would love to have. I've been working so hard to get over here.
Commander Natara runs the ship, but she's not in charge of the engine.
Always a pleasure watching you work.
Isn't it, Barrett? I know it is. Look at that. Breadsticks and all. This is why you will have to look around. No matter what you are doing, you need to make some time. Yeah, I know this is not good for videos, but what can I do? I am looking for things. So bear with me, okay? Seriously, should have known.
Hey.
Hey. Okay.
Pilot.
Would you mind if I unlock this? I am certain this is about rivet, but okay, this is where we are gonna steal the ship. So we need to see where that stair leads to.
Station seems secure.
So So they don't actually mind. So our project is ready to go.
I've heard the technology in the station would make the FC surrender before the work started.
We were supposed to go there, right? Okay. Let's activate. Come, man. Come, Barrett, come. Go on. Move on. Come on, Barrett. You can stay. So finally here we are in the ship that I'm supposed to steal. I don't know if the ship will stay mine or not, so let me check out and then I'll go in the pilot seat and take it to this looks like a class A ship, so shouldn't be that tough. Credits.
You're carrying a lot.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a moment to shuffle things around?
Yeah, sure. I will.
Hello, Captain. Yes, let's...
I'm not gonna carry everything I have, you know that.
Well, okay then.
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
I have things for you. didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place. Docking cycle complete.
So this has become my own ship. But I don't like the ship that much. Yucky. Yucky. This is what I want to have, so why not do one thing? Come on.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
Your previous ship's being brought back to the dock.
Okay. So my previous ship was... Just think I'm saying F instead of R to you.
People think this place is scary. It can be, for sure. But they're just regular people here. Some are good-hearted, others struggle with it. Always good to remember that.
The fleet protects our home.
Who under you?
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet.
Neva vouched for me?
Surprise? Neva talks tough, and frankly, she is tough. But she's not a machine.
I've still got a lot to learn.
Don't we all? But you seem to be a quick learner. Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that ComSpike.
Did Delgado clue you in on the ComSpike?
Yeah, although I get why you didn't give me the details. If I had known this was about the legacy, I might have asked for a bigger cut.
Crix's legacy is as good as ours.
Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself.
It looks like everyone's starting to buy in. Well, stealing. Pirates don't actually buy anything.
Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
Yeah, let's do that.
Need something?
Buck says you brought his girl's ring home.
Those mission boards aren't going to clear themselves.
And I'm not gonna take those missions. Where do I go? These are bunks.
Man, I get so tired of pirates on this station patting themselves on the back. I killed this. I stole that. Shut the hell up and get back to work.
Lol. Come on.
Soon, everyone is going to learn to feel the feet.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Yeah.
Been hearing
No
some
worries.
stuff about
I'm
the
gonna
Mantis
finish it
being-
pretty soon for you. Here goes nothing. Hey, Delgado, my man!
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the ComSpike, but an entire prototype UC ship.
Yep.
I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
Thank you, thank you. Where's my ship?
Don't worry your pretty little head about your damn ship.
We had it brought back here safe and sound. Now pay attention. Dale went out of his way to tell you how impressed he was. You just gonna leave him hanging like that?
I thought the fleet could use some extra spare parts.
Yeah, nice try, Rook. We know you didn't have a choice. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
Yep.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done.
Thank you.
Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. ComSpike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
What's the conduction grid?
It's the giant shroud that covers the entire city. Big ugly thing that Generdyne uses to absorb lightning strikes. When you arrive in Neon, I'm sure your contact will fill you in with all the boring details.
I'm sticking my neck out there based on a guess.
It's all we got. Now you are part of this job, so deal with it. Besides, I've learned never to question Jasmine's talent.
The hard way? I have faith that Jazz can get that tech to work.
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost good money on that bet.
All right, let's not get carried away, neighbor. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash.
I like the part about splitting the cash.
Don't worry. When Crixus' legacy is aboard the Key, we'll be splitting plenty of cash. Until then, I want you to do everything Estelle asks. Follow her instructions to a letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
Technically, we already answer to you, but point taken.
And if you fail me here, you will not like the answers I give.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused.
Sure, boss.
We are one step away from Crixus' legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
Okay. So... I'll have to remember this way.
The fleet is family. Stealing from each other is just what you call...
Do I have to take this ship? Home ship, okay. I have Star Eagle.
What's the plan, Captain?
The plan is to go... Where are you? Yeah. The plan is to go and steal the things.
Happy to listen.
Yeah, Barrett. Barrett.
I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately.
Uh-huh.
Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice.
Were these previously unread messages?
No, I apparently read at least a few of these. I just don't remember. It was a difficult time.
Whoa, wait. What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, I got ahead of myself there. Remember a bit ago we were talking about Constellation? I've just been thinking about it since. And Irvin, my husband, used to be in Constellation way back when. So my mind jumped to thinking about him. So I was listening to these old messages to hear his voice.
I hope that was a comfort.
It was surreal, honestly. So most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out.
What?
In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. But the message was garbled after that.
Are you seriously worried about something from 20 years ago?
Kind of. I mean, it depends, right? If it's something that's still happening today, then I care.
I hope there's a point to this story.
Just wait, listen. The point is that I found an encrypted message where one shouldn't be. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset.
What was the message?
He said they were going to destroy his life if he didn't leave the planet now. Then he asked me to help clear his name. Said they had a case against him. Oh, he sounded so upset.
He was injured?
No, he was frustrated and angry. He said they were going to destroy his name.
That must have been difficult to hear, Barrett.
Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. Oh, I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help.
Who is they?
His former employers had some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company.
Framed for what?
Not exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail.
You didn't notice this encrypted message before?
No, I just thought it was garbled. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
This recording is 20 years old.
It is, but I was thinking about it and, well, it's still wrong. Right?
How can
So
it
I
be
figured,
wrong and
hey,
right?
I can do some sort of a remote investigation here. See what I can find out. There's gotta be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes.
Do I have to pay? He has money. What is your contact going to do for us?
He knows how to navigate archived and redacted legal documents, so he'll look for anything to do with Irvin on Gagarin. If those documents are protected, he might have to pay to access them. Might need to grease some palms, too.
Let me pay. This should be enough.
That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him. Even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense?
Do you think this will help him?
No. I know I can't. I just don't want whoever hurt him to get away with it, if that's what happened.
If Irwin was that upset then, it must be still important.
I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything.
Okay, Barrett. But I believe we don't have much time, do we? I don't know when I started, so I'll end the episode over here. Let me change my attire first. Not these. I'll wear these. These. Yeah. And I'll...
It is pleasing to speak with you.
Same to you. So yeah, that's it for this episode. If you're not a sub, please consider subscribing because that is my fuel, my ship's fuel. And while you subscribe, don't forget to press that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And the upcoming videos are gonna be good because we are gonna go for Crix's Legacy, you know? That is an event. Okay, what are we gonna do? You're gonna find out pretty soon in next few episodes. If you liked the video, don't forget to press the thumbs up button, and if you did not, well, you can press the thumbs down button, but I'll highly urge you not to do that. I hope to see you guys in the next episode where we go to Neon and do the final preparation for the heist that we are gonna do. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye-bye. MUFS signing off.